What's up? My name is LaKeiith, and in today's video, I'm going to be going over why I chose to learn Blender. You know, mainly because of this. If you're considering getting into 3D, stick around because this video might be what you need to actually motivate you into starting your 3D journey. So at the moment, we are in the home stool. This is the home studio. I'm gonna change and head to the outside studio. I'll see you in a jiffy. Backstory. Around June of 2022, I had Blender in my laptop, just collecting dust for about 2 years before I could actually pick it up and start using it. So that means I had Blender in my laptop since 2019. So on this one fateful day, I was just doom scrolling on Instagram, and I came across a little animation by Lord Stingray, or Namek, as most of you might know him. I don't know if you know him. The first thing I thought was, wow. My second thought was this looks very cool and easy to do, even though I hadn't done 3D anything ever in my life. Yeah, my third thought literally was how was this thing made? It looked simple. It looks simple, but it's also sophisticated in a way. You find it very cool and aesthetic, and you're like, oh, wow. I wish there was a video game or there was an actual serialized little show, you know? And obviously, my last thought was, how can Keith, make this? I wanted to make it. I've just been a fan of animation. I'm not really a big fan of static drawings. I do draw, but if it's a static drawing, it has to speak somehow. That's why you find most of my art just correlates with album covers and stuff, because those things speak. That's my personal opinion, by the way. So I immediately ran to the comment section, hoping to find what this guy had used to make this masterpiece. I ran to the comment section hoping I would find some sort of information. I scrolled for hours. I couldn't find anything because it was just people saying, oh, that's cool, fire, bro, da da da. Until I found one of his comments saying, oh, Blender something something. So that's when I was like, fine. And I thought to myself, bro, I have Blender in my laptop. It's just collecting dust in there. I can make this. Boy, was I wrong. But I was enthusiastic. Sometimes that's all you need to actually succeed in anything, with this YouTube thing. You know, I'm standing here like a freaking weirdo by myself, making this video, talking to the camera. There's probably people watching me right now, and they probably think I'm cuckoo, but I'm enthusiastic. I just know it's gonna work. I don't know. It's Delulu type thing. So at the time, that was around the time I had bought my my iPad. This one, I had bought it secondhand at Cash Crusaders. I don't know if you live in South Africa, you probably know what Cash Crusaders is. I don't know if it's an international franchise. I'm not sure, but yeah, that was around the time I bought my iPad, and I didn't have a sustainable source of Wi-Fi. So I literally took my iPad and I went around looking for Wi-Fi hotspots, because there are hotspots around the city. You just have to look hard sometimes just to find them. So I would go to Wi-Fi spots and sit on there and just start mass downloading YouTube tutorials, downloading playlists on how to begin in Blender. And if you guys need a plug, just let me know. I'll link a playlist, my first playlist that I watched that actually helped me get a grasp of Blender. So if you want that, just say so in the comment section and I'll throw it in the description. I have to say I consumed about like 100,000 hours of YouTube tutorials. I'm pretty sure it's more than 1 million by now. I've consumed more than 1,000,000 hours of YouTube tutorials, just watching and consuming and watching. Some were relevant, some were irrelevant to what I wanted to create, because I wanted to make something very stylistic and very simple. I don't want to, go for the sculpting route, make things super realistic. I'm not a fan of perfection, like perfectionist art. I don't know how to pronounce that, but like I'm not really a big fan of like super realism. I like stylized, low poly. So it took me watching that little animation by Lord Stingray to actually know that about myself. It's quite crazy. You must be asking, why Blender? There's probably like other softwares out there. So my argument is, first, it's free. It's very free, And if you have a PC that's kind of messed up, or if you have a laptop that's like very old, you can just go back to the Blender software page and download like old versions of Blender. That's a story of its own. This is not a tutorial, this is just a video. If you wanna invest in that, if you better put in the time and the work. And also there's literally almost every topic on YouTube tutorials about any topic. There's every YouTube tutorial on any topic you might be looking for under the sun. And I mean every topic. So here are the positives that I found in learning Blender that could be helpful to you if you're considering it. It's free. Just do it. Yeah. So Blender has everything you could possibly need. It has modeling tools, sculpting, texturing, animation, and even video editing. If you wanna make it's the full package. It's the full package. There's even audio scrubbing, if I'm not mistaken. You can even import your audio, but I'm not sure. I've never done that, because I do that with extra software outside of Blender. It has a very strong community. Like with me, I found that low poly style, on Instagram, but after a while I started to discover that it's an actual thing. There's a lot of creators out there. You could be on Instagram, Facebook, Discord, forums, any type of social media platform or any social platform. There is a bunch of artists out there probably doing the same things you want to do. So I think that's actually quite good. That's actually quite nice. You don't have to feel alone, especially if you're looking for a specific tutorial and you can't find it. You can just ask people in the Discord and they'll be like, oh shit, no, I'm gonna plug you, That's actually, I think that's actually quite cool. So as I mentioned before, if you don't have a very powerful software a very powerful machine to accommodate the new versions of Blender, you can just go back and get previous versions. There are tutorials for those previous versions, but once you get the gist of it, it's all the same thing. It's just the same software, but they just changed the UI, the user interface. Yeah. Bro, I think that was 4. So here are some of the hurdles that I've actually come across throughout my journey using Blender. So hey man, but I think it's worth it, because I've created some cool stuff. These are some of the things you should really consider if you want to get into Blender. I'm speaking from my own point of view, my own POV. This is me, LaKeiith, telling you my experiences. I'm not telling you should go and do Blender. I'm just giving you, some form of clarity over what I went through or what I'm going through, because I'm still doing Blender. I'm not a big shot. as I said, there's a steep learning curve, because is it steep or steep? I don't know. Steep learning curve. It's gonna take a while before you actually find your groove in, like, and actually start having fun, like, with making things. So basically, it's like 90% consuming YouTube tutorials and learning and all this stuff, and then 10% fun for the first time. But after a while, you find your groove, you find your style, you find your own pipeline. You'll be good. You'll be Gucci. You'll be good, bro. Like, so if you have some form of a social life that I don't really have, because it's a Saturday right now and I'm out here making a video. Like most of you are out there with your friends and stuff, you know. Better say bye to your social life. Say bye-bye to your social life, because you're gonna spend hours cooped up somewhere creating, making stuff. You're gonna be cooped up away for a bunch of hours. I don't really have a problem with it, because I am naturally introverted. You might not believe me from, you know, but like, I am very naturally introverted. I don't have a problem with that, because I'm not an outgoing person, but I can outgo if I want to or when I feel like it. But I feel like I'm always tired. Like, bro, let me sleep. But I also have like sleep problems. Like, I can't just sleep. Like right now I feel tired. But if I was to go home and try to sleep, I wouldn't be able to sleep. Oh my God, there's someone watching me right now. That's so crazy, bro. Okay, I'm just gonna continue making this video because that person doesn't feed me. Another thing is performance issues. I have had a lot of crashes in Blender. Mainly because my PC, my laptop, you know, doesn't really fully optimize at the time and stuff. So yeah, I faced a lot of crashes. And here's a little side tip: always save your project, like maybe 30 seconds in. Like after you make things, 30 seconds after that, save your thing. Control save, bro. Control S. Save. That's a shortcut. Number 4, I don't know what's happening out there, but I hope you guys can hear me. I'm recording audio through my iPad. Crazy. Welcome to South Africa. Internet surfing. You're gonna spend a lot of hours on the internet, whether you have Wi-Fi or not. Whether you have Wi-Fi or not, you're gonna spend a lot of hours on the internet, either looking for tutorials or, you know, just stuff. And you're gonna be looking for a lot, especially looking for specific tutorials you might not find because you didn't search the right keywords for the algorithm to pick up, blah blah blah. So this is where like being part of a Discord helps. I didn't know about Discord till like late last year. Like I'm not really like a very, you know, iPad kid, skibidi toilet. Nah, I'm not that. So I started knowing about like Discord last year, and I was like, oh shit, this is part of my language. I was like, hey, oh poop, this is actually quite cool. I am gonna do that, you know. And then like each time I have a problem, I want to replicate something, I get a video and I send it in the Discord, and I'm like, yo guys, how do you think this creator did this? And like, oh no, watch that tutorial and you get your answers. My last problem with Blender is the physical pain. There's literal physical pain that you will go through. Even mental pain. Physical, emotional, mental, like every type of pain imaginable. You gotta be ready if you wanna do this. Well, I'm a soldier, man, like, cause personally, I suffer with like back pains, squinted eye glitches. If you don't know what squinted eye glitch is, it's when you do this all the time. Like you're like trying to focus on something with your eyes because you spend so much time on the screen, you know? So, are you ready for that? Are you a soldier? And I really have like bad posture. Like right now, if I'm sitting right now, right? I can't really be comfortable. I'm really not comfortable because my back hurts. If I'm sitting somewhere, I have to lean. Okay, sorry guys, I'm staring at someone staring at me. If I'm sitting somewhere, I have to lean on something to be comfortable, you know? Not to mention my messed up sleep schedule. How do you guys pronounce that word? Is it schedule or schedule? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not English. So my sleep schedule is really messed up. I can't sleep early and I really can't wake up early. But what's crazy, when I'm going to work or when I have to go somewhere, it's hard for me to wake up when the alarm rings. But when I'm not going anywhere, if the alarm rings, I wake up and I can never sleep. My body is weird. I don't know if I'm the only one who suffers from this condition. I don't know. I just have to fix my sleep schedule. Like last night, I slept like at 2 a.m. I wasn't doing anything in Blender. I was just watching movies, which I shouldn't be doing. But I was watching Deadpool actually. That movie is ass. It's poop. It's booty cheeks. It's trash. I'm sorry you and Ryan, but your movie was ass. I didn't enjoy it at all. It was trash. This is all totally worth it, if you ask me. Even though I have a messed up, life now, it's all worth it. So there you have it. Those are the things I face in this battlefield of 3Dness, in the 3D landscape. I don't really have much friends on the 3D landscape, but I have like a few acquaintances which I ask if I see like their things and their artworks, and I'm like, whoa, that's so cool, how did you do that specific thing? And they're like, oh, don't worry, I watched this tutorial, and then they plug me on the tutorial. That's what I like about the artist community. They are the gatekeepers, and then there's not the gatekeepers. Lord Stingray, you are a gate. I'm joking. Lord Stingray's not a gatekeeper. He's just a ghost, Like he doesn't really interact that much. He's a ghost, but he's a cool guy. I think I've never met him. I'm lying. I've never met Lord Stingray, Namek, whatever his name is. But he really did inspire me he sparked the flames in my soul to actually begin this little Blender journey that I'm on. Did I just say little? I mean this huge Blender journey that I'm on. I'm like a soldier. I don't really play RPG games. It's not my thing. But like I'm like one of those characters that just keep leveling up. The more I tweak in Blender, the more I learn about easier ways to animate. By the way, the animation process is my least favorite process, even though it's the most important. I like modeling. Heck, I even like weight painting. But animation, bro, it's crazy. Crazy things are going. That's me, LaKeiith, and I'm just gonna say to you, I'm gonna leave you this little message. Good luck on your Blender journey. If you are going on the journey or whatever you're doing, it might not be artistic. It could be a business thing. You could not be an artistic person. You could just be like a very intellectual person. I don't think I'm a very intellectual person. I'm just like a very creative person from my personal experience with myself. Yeah, but I'm trying to be more intellectual, and good luck and keep creating in whatever field it is, except I hope they find you if you're doing bad things like and stuff and other bad things. You know what I'm talking about. If you're doing that, bro, I hope they find you. If you're, I hope they find you. I don't know why I just went sidetracked. I just got sidetracked. Anyway, it has been fun, guys. If you guys are creating as well, please tag me here on YouTube. You can just tag my username. I think I will be notified. I'm really not sure, but tag me wherever you post. You can tag this account or my other account, Bleezies. That's my art account. If you're posting on Instagram, tag me at Bleezies. I'm just gonna leave all my socials in the description box. In the description box. Is it the description box? The thing downstairs, the thing that's below. I'm just gonna leave my links in there. So I'm on TikTok as well. Tag me. But I don't really do TikTok because brain rot, skibidi toilet. So now I have to go home. See you guys in the next video, which I really don't know yet. I think this video is being posted on Wednesday if I'm done editing the video, because the last video took roughly 8-9 months to actually post and stuff. So yeah.